Hello everyone, and now we are going to discuss the topic in industrial engineering subject. So regarding the operating characteristic curve. So this is a representation of how the lots, the regarding the whatever the products are there which are made in a lots. What is the proportion of the lots will be accepted. So it represented in a graphical way. On a graph you are plotting that and deciding what is the proportion of lot to be accepted. So this, it will act like an important tool in the in choice of some sampling plans instead of the inspection part. So this OC curve is one of the important tool or one important aid in the choice of the sampling plan. And here the ordinate of OC curves that shows proportions of lots accepted. So this is the main thing where the use of this operating characteristic curve, in how much the rejection of lots are taking place, and what is the acceptance of the lot, what are the proportions of lots accepted, so that it can be decided or it can be graphically presented with the help of this OC curve. So the graph, it will be taken in between the OC curve, where that it is a graph which is drawn in between the fraction defectives, that is nothing but denoted with P. Already we have seen that the defectives, number of defectives which are getting in fractions, uh, that is a fraction defective, we are seen as P chart. So you remember that. And with taking with reference with the probability of acceptance, that is denoted with PA. So the graph is drawn ordinate, it, both on x-axis it is taking the values of the probability of acceptance, and whereas on the y-ordinate it is giving taking the values of the fraction defectives, that is a P, right? Next, for fraction defective P in a submitted lot, OC curve indicates the probability of acceptance. Hope you are getting that point. For fraction defective P, so already we seen the P chart. What you know regarding what is the fraction defectives, the defectives you are getting in terms of the fraction values. So in a taken lot or whatever in a submitted lot, the OC curve indicates what is the probability of acceptance. So depending on the fraction defectives, we can get some idea regarding what is the probability of acceptance from this operating characteristic curve. So let us deeply focus on to that. By looking at the graph, we can get some idea regarding what it is particularly indicating. Here the portions of lots acceptance can be calculated, just what we have mentioned right now, how much acceptance of that particular lots, different lots are produced in a day. So what is the acceptance that it can be calculated. And you can see this is a typical OC curve. Generally how they are represented, what we have taken into consideration, one is a fraction defective and probability of acceptance, you can see here, or you can take in a vice versa also, a fraction defective one you can draw in any other way. So looking at this graph, you can see here, for example, if fraction defectives are on the ordinate or at the origin point, if you consider it as a 0, the fraction defectives are 0, it means the defective parts identified in a particular lot you are taken as a 0, then probability of acceptance value is taken as 1. Okay, so more, the chances of acceptance is more. Why? Because the defectives identified in that is 0. And similar way, you see if fraction defective values are increasing, you see on the x-axis it is getting on increasing. What happens here, the probability of acceptance is first of all it decreases slowly, then rapidly it will falls whenever the fraction defectives are going on increases. Just observe the statements regarding here what we have discussed earlier based on the chart. So here the statement, when defectives in the lot are 0, the probability of acceptance is 1, right? Defectives identified is nothing, 0. Then what is the acceptance level? Probability of acceptance is very high. It means consider it as 100%, that is 1. If the same fractional defective, that is a p, or you consider that number of defectives like that in the lot increases, what happens to the probability of acceptance? That probability level is getting decreases slightly. First slowly it get decreases according to the observation made, and then rapidly it will falls down. Finally, the probability of acceptance for defective lots, if you find more the defectives, the probability of acceptance is completely 0. There are no acceptance for that particular lot will be taken place, they are completely rejected. So that is what you are getting understood from the this general OC curve. And there is another curve which will gives some idea when you consider that is a ideal OC curve. You can see here what it will gives. Observe the graph here, the probability of acceptance, again the same thing, and there is a acceptable quality level AQL. So we'll get some idea regarding this AQL. Then we discuss what is this ideal OC curve. You look at this idea. This acceptance quality level. What is that? We'll go through that. Right. Okay. So according you see the statements regarding that. What is the acceptable quality level? In this particular thing, the consumer will accept all the lot, whatever the, why? Because the consumer will accept this lot. In this level, the rejections of or the defective parts identified is very less. So the chance of acceptance by the consumer of the in that particular lot is more. They will accept that. If okay, so 1 second. Okay, and so regarding this acceptable quality level, high chances of consumer acceptance is more in this case. And why? Because the defective proportion defectives, the maximum proportion defectives here identified is very less, so more the consumer will accept the lot. And for this there is no simple rule is followed for selection of that particular value. And in this level, in this acceptable quality level, the agreement is made in between the producer and consumer. Why? Because if you can take an example of only for example some 2% or some 4% of products in a lot is find defective, right? So up to 4% like or up to 2% of defective parts, it can be acceptable range where that lot will be accepted, and it should be assured by the producer and it should be accepted by the consumer. So the agreement will be made in between the producer and consumer. Okay. So most of the defective parts which is up to the limit, like up to 4%, it will be under acceptable level. So the consumer will automatically the whatever the producer will try to accept that particular level of that, whatever the chances of defectives what are made, it is only up to a particular a very smaller percentage only, like 2% or 4%, that it should be accepted by the consumer. Okay. So now here in this case, the probability of acceptance for an acceptable quality level lot is very high. So in this region or in this particular level, probability of acceptance is very high. Okay, and coming here, one point to remember, what happens if the probability of the AQL level is or the defective find is more, like instead of like that 4% we have taken up to that that acceptance level, if it is more than that 4%, what happens? So it should be the quality of the product which is obtained from that is very the quality of that product is very less. Whereas if it falls below that 4%, like that, we can consider that the quality of that particular product is a superior quality. It is having, you can consider that only very few percentage of products is defective, so the quality of that particular product is very high, it is a superior one. Whereas you can take more than that, is having 4%, more than 4%, you can consider there are high defective, so the quality of the product is inferior. So like that you can consider. This is regarding the acceptable quality level, where the probability of acceptance is very high in this case. Okay, and so moving to the ideal OC curve, we will discuss all these things. So this is a graph already we have seen, and where we have discussed regarding that. And next, so coming to here, what you understood regarding that acceptable quality level, the region which is falling here, you can see a straight line, a rectangular box what he has provided here, and from this we can get that you can see here what it is describing. This ideal OC curve discriminates perfectly. It will gives idea that perfectly between the good lots and bad lots. So good lots are perfectly discriminated from the bad lots, so you can identify them from that. Example here it has given, for example, the acceptable quality limit is 2%. So just what we have taken the example, so all the lots having up to 2% defectives are accepted, right? Whereas the lots having more than 2% of defective, they are rejected. Very simple to understood. But no sampling plan will be no sampling plan will be there of these types. So here why? Because you can see the reason is a perfect discrimination is possible by 100% inspection only. Why? Because if you do the 100% inspection for all the products only, you can justify that which is a bad lot, which is a good lot. Then only you can perfectly discriminate between the good and bad lots. But no sampling plans of these type will be there. So it is a not suitable one to justify that which is a bad lot, which is a good lot. Okay, if you want perfectly, if you want to discriminate, you have to go for 100% inspection method. Okay, so just it is an ideal purpose to discuss that it is described, that is the ideal curve, ideal operating curve. The actual general operating curve, so it can be described here. You can assume, see some of the graphical representation made here. You can see, so what are the things included in this graph, so you can observe from this. Again, the same case as the fraction defectives are taken on the x-axis, and probability of acceptance on the y-axis here. So there will be three regions noted here. One is a acceptable quality region, as what we have seen in the ideal OC curve. But actual, if you see the operating curve, it is not all the lots will not fall under this category. It will be get varied. Next region is indifferent quality region, IQR. One is AQR, a acceptable quality level, or it is the region which is falling. One is a indifferent quality region. Okay, and the last final region, which is a objectionable quality region. We will see these regions, what are the importance of these three regions, and additionally we have to check what is the producer's risk and what is the consumer's risk. Okay, so just we check it that these are the three zones to describe what is the OC curve, operating characteristic curve. Just we move on to the thing, right? And here, so so always some risk of accepting bad lots and rejecting good lots. The probability of above is less. So to construct the OC curve, the probability of acceptance and corresponding fraction defective values are needed. The values can be obtained from the table of Poisson's distribution, and here, so to explain this, okay, so to describe this, to understand these statements, we are considering this as a one of sampling plan. So sampling plan, you see, it always remains some risk. Why? Because there is a chance of accepting bad lots and there is a chance of rejecting the good lots. Okay, so it will not give results as a 100% inspection. The sampling plans is having some risk here, so you have to accept that conditions. There is a chance of doing these things. We can accept sometimes bad lots will be accepted and good lots will be rejected. Okay, and why? Because but this probability should be very low. The probability of doing these things should be low. It should be maintained very low. Why? Because if you at every time this is happening, like accepting the bad lots or rejecting the good lots, so it will creates the less the providing of the quality for that organization, for that particular organization, the thing, it will gives it will give some bad name to the organization. Why? Because it should be decreased. You have to decrease that condition. It means you have to don't accept the bad lots, so you have to reject the bad lots and you have to accept the good lots, like that. So the probability of these things, the statement what you have seen, it should be required, it should be reduced, right? Now moving to the generalized OC curve discussion, so it requires already we have seen that it requires the probability of acceptance as one represented on the one ordinate, and correspondingly to that the fraction defective values are also needed. That is the p values, how many defective values it will giving in terms of the fraction. But these values can be obtained from the Poisson's distribution. Actually you can see in your textbooks. And discussing regarding that OC curve, what we have seen, the three different regions, that is acceptable quality region and indifferent quality region and objectionable quality region. So we will go through that. So three regions where the silent points you can get from that. What you can expect from the acceptable quality region, the products which will fall under this category, where you can see that the fraction defectives are less, probability of acceptance is high. Whereas in the indifferent quality region, it should be kept in hold. So like it should be accepted or it should be rejected. So it is just like a 50-50. It may be depending on a different condition. So for this, what you have to do as a pending case, mostly it is suitable to go for 100% inspection method. Why? Because there is a chance of 50-50. We can in this region it is a different case. We may accept the bad lots, we sometimes we may reject the good lots. That is regarding the indifferent quality region. Whereas objectionable quality region, most of the case 80% 90% of the lots will be rejected in this region, objectionable quality region. Just we go through the statements recorded, or we can see in whatever the textbooks. First moving into the acceptable quality region, as we have discussed earlier, there will be always two parties in acceptance procedure, right? So two parties in the sense, one is producer and other one is the manufacturer, or other one is the consumer. The OC curve of the sampling plan indicates protection provided to the producer and the purchaser. So what the curve or that OC operating characteristic curve indicating that nothing but it is a one type of sampling plan. It will give the protection provided to the producer as well as for the consumer also. So they should be come to an agreement in this particular, when the defective items are falling in this region. So the agreement should be, they should come to an agreement, the consumer who is taking all those products and the manufacturer who they are producing all the products. Okay, so and decide the acceptable quality level and the rejection quality level. So both should be decided by the purchaser and by the producer. The consumer will accept all lots which have fraction defectives represented by acceptable quality level. So if it is fraction defectives or less, that consumer will automatically accept all the lots. So nearly all the lots are accepted in this quality region. It will be accepted in this region. Okay, and probability of acceptance is also very high in this acceptable quality region. So very few lots may be rejected in this region. Very rare case is there. Few of the lots are getting rejected in this region because of bad samples whose probability is very low. But the whatever you're getting that bad lots, identification of that bad samples, that identification, that probability of that identification is very low in this case. So during this case, if any accept that bad samples are identified, so this will create this is a loss to the producer, and it is also called as the producer's risk. Why? Because in this particular, whenever the under that AQL region, acceptable quality level region, there is only few chance of getting the bad samples. But due to that condition, due to that bad samples, if the complete lot is rejected by the consumer, that it will be a risk to the producers. Okay, so this is a loss to the producer, which is called as the producer's risk. So we have seen regarding in that you can see in the graph which we have seen earlier. So this is the producer's risk, so which is falling in the acceptable quality region due to a few defectives identified here, but it is subjected to the rejection, so it will be lost to the producers. And so this will fall under this category. And next one is the indifferent quality region, as we earlier explained regarding this. So in this region, the submitted lots consist of fraction defectives more than AQL, more than acceptable quality level, the fraction defectives, that means the number of defectives which are in terms we are taking as fractions, if their values are more. So what it gives, it is not advisable to accept such lots because defectives are more than the specified acceptable quality level. What we can get one assumption that it is the fraction defectives identified are more than the acceptable quality level. So more defectives are greater than the acceptable quality level. So a lot in this zone is worse than the acceptable quality level. Okay, in the acceptable quality level only there are a few defects are identified. More than that is means more defectives we are getting in this indifferent quality region, but it should be far better than the next region, that is rejectionable quality level or objectionable quality region, RQL. It is a rejectionable quality level. So no decision can be given its acceptance or rejection. It should be kept aside, like what to do. It should be accepted the lot or it should be rejected the lot. For this case, what you have to do, better to go for the 100% inspection process. Okay, so 100% inspection is required to eliminate this indecision. So after that we can go for a decision to accept the lot or to reject the lot. The final case is the objectionable quality region. The quality of the lots submitted in this region are considered to be completely unsatisfactory. If the consumer will accept here, in this case it will falls or it will takes like a consumer risk. Why? Because consumer is accepting the bad lots. Okay, quality of as we have seen again the statement, the quality of lots submitted in this region are considered to be unsatisfactory because they have defectives more than the rejectionable quality level. So more defectives than the indifferent quality region, more defectives than the rejectionable quality level. So nearly all the lots will be rejected in this case. For example, in this region, if the consumer is accepting that products, what happens? Most of them are the defective product. If the consumer is accepting that, that it will be risk to the consumer. So that it will be defined as a consumer's risk. It can be seen on the graph. So these are the three regions which it can describe what is the operating characteristic curve, how the acceptability of what is the probability of acceptance for a different lots produced in the in a day or in that particular time. It will gives this operating characteristic curve will gives some information regarding that in between the fraction defectives as well as the probability of acceptance. Okay, this terminology and a few more some terminology will be there. You go through that, there will be like a some LTPD. This rejectable quality level, nothing but it is describing the LTPD, that is lot tolerance percent defective. Lot tolerance percent defective, nothing but is the same other name for the rejectionable quality level. Okay, what we have discussed right now, rejectionable quality level, where it's the worst case of completely all the lots will is getting rejected here. So unsatisfactory quality products is getting in this LTPD region. It is lot tolerance percent defective, nothing but it is a rejectionable quality level, RQL. The other name for that is LTPD. So go through that and you will get some idea regarding that. So this is what you can explain for operating characteristic curve, where we have seen the three graphs regarding in this one is seen that when for simple explanation of the OC curve, and next what is regarding the ideal OC curve, and what is the next one is the general OC curve. Okay, so all these regions will be explained in that, and you have to explain what is the producer's risk, which is falling in the acceptable quality region, acceptable quality level, and the consumer risk, which is falling in the rejectionable quality level or objectionable quality region, RQL or LTPD. If it is crossing the LTPD, all the lots will be rejected. The consumer accept that, it is a loss to the consumer, it is a consumer's risk. So hope you got some information regarding the OC curve, and it is important for your examination point of view, right? So thank you.